Testing. So John, just give me the high sign when you want me to start. Okay, I can't see. Okay. 1 minute, okay. Good evening and welcome to the 28th Annual Zapara School of Business and Enactus Awards Ceremony. One of the things that makes the Tom and Vi Zapara School of Business an awesome place to work and study is the commitment that has been so apparent to building community over almost 3 decades. This awards ceremony highlights the school's commitment to celebrating the accomplishments of its students and to welcoming them into an ongoing Zapara family that includes alums and faculty members and retired staff members and current staff members and soon-to-be students, a bigger family, all of whose members are welcome to celebrate, are welcome to party. We want you here. We're glad to be here because what people accomplish deserves to be honored. What people do deserves to be recognized. And today, we want to say 3 cheers to so many members of our community who've achieved so much. Let's pray together. Gracious God, we thank you for this evening and for the opportunity this event provides for us to engage, to celebrate, to remember the awesome things that so many people in the Zapara family have accomplished. We pray that today we may remember, as we honor each successive person, to thank you for the gifts you have given them and through them given us. May our time this evening, we pray, be good time. In Jesus' name. Dean John Thomas embodies and inspires and exemplifies the spirit of the Zapara School of Business. I'm looking forward to hearing his remarks.
Thank you, Gary. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is live from the Zapara Troche Center. Welcome to our 28th award ceremony. It's been a very, very difficult year for most of us as the pandemic ravaged the globe. All of us were faced with challenges. Many of us were faced with challenges like we lost members of our own family. The last 30 days for me was the most difficult time in my life. I lost both my parents within 30 days to COVID. But we're here not to talk about my parents or those we lost. We're here to celebrate the achievements of all these great students and the wonderful year we've had in spite of the pandemic. And the lesson we've learned is that regardless of the challenges you will get in life, you have the ability to stand up and say, I matter, we can survive, we will do well. With determination, resilience, and grit, you can overcome any difficulty that comes your way. It's a great lesson to give your students. For all the graduates of ours who will be leaving us on this campus, for the last year was difficult for them being online. And it's difficult for us as faculty and staff to say goodbye virtually. So we're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate today the fantastic achievements of the Enactus team. Every year, for 28 years, our Enactus team has done extremely well, making a difference in the world. And so proud to see not just the awards that come our way, but the growth of leadership that I see in each one of you as our students. We're here to celebrate our faculty and staff. And another great year for us as faculty and staff because we have now moved one step closer to our AACSB accreditation. That's congratulations, Gary, your team, Armand, and all the staff, faculty and staff, one step closer to getting the world's best accreditation for business schools. And we're here to celebrate all the wonderful things that make us a family. As the graduates leave Lost University, I always want you to know you're part of the Zapara School of Business family forever. Use that power of networking to guide you as you go towards the marketplace. Reach out anytime, reach backwards anytime, reach out to us anytime. That's why we're called a family. So I'm not going to take much time. I need to say one big thank you to Kevin, Loveland, the Enactus team, the leadership team, the wonderful people that put this program together. You know, you guys are an awesome team. That's why we look good. That's why we call ourselves the best Adventist business school, period. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let the show go on, and thank you for being a part of the Zapara School of Business family.
We do lots of things as members of the Zapara School family. We go on trips. We plan amazing projects. We have great food. One thing we do every year is to celebrate. And we begin this evening by celebrating the accomplishments of Elijah Velasquez. So it looks like Elijah's still not here, so we'll come back and celebrate him. And yeah, so we'll just move on to Ariana. So the Undergraduate Dean's Award this year goes to Ariana Velasquez. Ariana Marquez, I can't read. I'm so sorry, I'm an old guy. So Ariana, would you be kind enough to come up and be on hand as we present you with an award? A developing leader, Ariana Marquez will make La Sierra University proud. She served as president of La Sierra University Enactus, leading our award-winning student organization in delivering a range of community impact projects. Demonstrating her breadth of skills and interests as a leader, she also served as an editor of the Roadrunner Review. Ms. Marquez has demonstrated a striking commitment to constant learning. She has performed outstandingly as a student at La Sierra University, earning a summa cum laude 3.9 grade point average while completing multiple curricula, including the Zapara School's most demanding undergraduate major, accounting, along with an English minor, as well as meeting the demanding requirements of the honors program. Ms. Marquez lives out her convictions. Her involvement in Enactus, in Barefoot Media Ministries, and in Roadrunner Review highlights her values, her concern to empower people and to enrich their lives spiritually and culturally. She continues to expand her comfort zone. Her work in for-profit and not-for-profit organizations contributes to the well-being of her communities, and she has demonstrated as an Enactus leader the capacity to celebrate in ways that inscribe events in people's memories and ensure that everyone feels recognized and appreciated. A team player, she has demonstrated the willingness and ability to empower others. As Enactus president and previously vice president for operations, she led teams and encouraged others to realize their own potential. Ms. Marquez is an outstanding exponent of La Sierra University's mission, who will effectively represent the university in the years to come. The Zapara School is honored to present her with the 2020-21 Undergraduate Dean's Award. All right, now we present our Academic Excellence Awards. These awards go to first undergraduate and then graduate students who have, through their demonstrated academic performance, shown their commitment to learning and personal development. Professor Manassian will read their names.
Krister Jorgensen, magna cum laude. Yumin Lee, magna cum laude. Ariana Marquez, summa cum laude. Katie Nichols, summa cum laude. Chandler Sheffer, magna cum laude. Svetlana Scheindlin, summa cum laude. Christopher Susanto, summa cum laude. Elijah Velasquez, magna cum laude. And Joseph Young, summa cum laude.
Thank you, Professor Manassian. The Graduate Dean's Award this year goes to Alyssa Kim. While earning an MBA with a concentration in finance, Alyssa Kim has supported student learning effectively as an accounting tutor. And as president of the university's Accounting and Finance Society, she has facilitated the professional development of budding accountants and financiers. In the classroom, Ms. Kim is engaged, thoughtful, and willing to push back when she's unconvinced by what she reads in a text or hears from a speaker. Her dedication to learning is evident not only in her classroom performance, but also from the exceptionally broad range of interests. While earning an undergraduate degree in biological sciences at UC Santa Barbara, she also completed minors in statistics and art history. Ms. Kim currently combines her graduate study with work as a financial analyst at Provantage Capital Management. She contributed to her community by offering volunteer income tax assistance to low and moderate income people in 2019 and 2020, alerting them to valuable tax credit opportunities. She has also found time and energy to acquire experience in podcast production. Committed to clarity of understanding and with formal training in leadership that highlights her desire to help organizations thrive, Alyssa Kim will contribute effectively to the organizations she serves. That's why the Zapara School is delighted to present her with the 2020-2021 Graduate Dean's Award. So now we turn to Graduate Academic Excellence Awards for our MBA and MS in Accountancy students. Again, Professor Manassian will read their names.
Amir Aziz, Matthew Cabreza, Monique Camarena, Sonia Chavan, Li Zhao Chen, Esmeralda del Real, Noemi Diaz, Joseph Filer, Megan Gampong, Armando Hernandez, Alyssa Kim, Nina Light, Marian Malak, Nilufar Mojaddedi, Mizuki Nakagawa, Melissa Nichols, Jordan Ong, Leanne Pack, Lindsay Shearer, Dylan Sinyard, Erica Thorson.
It is difficult to put into words the importance of our student employees at the ZSB. You see, they run with us and run for us. They solve a zillion problems and organize a zillion things. They arrange, rearrange, plan and prioritize. They track down info and haul our stuff. They answer calls and make calls. They answer emails and write emails. They post on social media, fix the website, and corral the troops. They put up chairs and take down chairs. They put on suits and greet the people. They talk and listen and smile enthusiastically. And this past year, they have done it almost entirely virtually without missing a beat. They give their heart and soul to the ZSB. They make us laugh. They make us cry sometimes because they have become such an integral part of the ZSB family. And just when everything seems to be running so smoothly, they graduate and they go on to their next great adventure in the wide world. We are so grateful for our student employees at the ZSB, and we want to take a moment to recognize those who are graduating this year. Sonia Chavan is graduating with her MBA in Healthcare Management this spring as part of the Riverside MBA cohort for working professionals, and was also recently accepted into an MS program in medical science at Southern California University of Health Sciences, which she is starting this summer. After completing her MS degree, she plans to pursue a career in medicine. Sonia says her most memorable experience in her program at the ZSB has been working with Heather and Jody as the graduate advising assistant, and of course, all the friends she has made throughout her program in her MBA. Thank you, Sonia, for everything you've given to all of us at the ZSB. Gage Hill will be graduating with a BS in Business Marketing and Management and a minor in Communication. Gage has been part of the ZSB team working as an MBA recruiter for the cohort program. Through this job, he has grown his skills in digital marketing, systems development, facilitation, time management, public speaking skills, the use of programs in the Adobe Creative Suite, and HubSpot for their customer relations management program. I can't imagine what we would have done over this past, I don't know, Gage, has been a couple of years with you working with us, but also another integral part of the ZSB. Thank you so much for all that you've contributed as well.
Alyssa Kim will be graduating with her MBA in finance this spring. She currently works as a financial analyst at Provantage Capital Management and has also been the accounting tutor and TA for the accounting, econ, finance department here at the School of Business. She believes that effective interpersonal communication helps facilitate understanding of complex financial and accounting concepts and fosters trust and respect that can lead to long-term mutually beneficial relationships. Congratulations, Alyssa. Joseph Young actually finished his double major this last December. He completed a BS in marketing and in management. He found his interest in graphic design when he was 18 years old and is now a freelance graphic designer. In addition to doing graphic design, Joseph is working on starting his own business, which he hopes will help support his passion for helping those in need. Congratulations, Joseph, and to all our ZSB student workers. Congratulations, class of 2021, and also another shout out to our continuing student workers that are working behind the scenes, helping with our events like this virtual event. Thank you again for all your support and helping us make it through this academic year.
We're delighted that Elijah Velasquez is now here, and we look forward to honoring him. When you graduate, you won't be able to escape hearing from the Alumni Association. Arguably, you're an alum as soon as you've finished a quarter of classes here, but definitely when you graduate, there's no doubt. And the Alumni Association is very pleased to sponsor this outstanding senior award. So the award, as I say, goes this year to Mr. Velasquez. Elijah Velasquez is graduating this year with 2 bachelor's degrees, a BS in accounting and a BS in business with a concentration in finance, earning a 3.9 grade point average while completing these demanding curricula. At La Sierra, he has played a valuable role as a student assistant supporting the fortnightly payroll process. If you get paid, you know who to thank. At the same time, he has played an active, thoughtful role in the work of the ZSB Investment Club, helping to make decisions about the deployment of a $100,000 portfolio, while also performing careful, detailed, critical work as a financial analysis intern for the Nunez Community Foundation. The Zapara School, the university, and the Alumni Association look forward to Mr. Velasquez's continued professional development, confident that he will make his alma mater proud. Next, we turn to something we're very excited about in the School of Business, the promotion to the rank of senior lecturer of Professor Danette Zurich. Her department chair, Professor Armin Manassian, will help us celebrate.
Good evening, everyone. Well, tonight is a wonderful occasion not only to celebrate the achievements of our students, but also to recognize and celebrate the achievements of our faculty members. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Danette Zurich on her promotion to the rank of senior lecturer. Danette's involvement with the School of Business dates back all the way to the year 2000, but she joined the school as a full-time faculty member in 2006. And throughout her years of dedicated service, her innovative teaching and creative way of getting people excited about accounting, she has earned the respect and love of all of her students. So it is with great pleasure and on behalf of the administration of ZSB that I congratulate Danette on this great accomplishment. Danette, thank you so much for all that you have done for the AEF department, and we look forward to many more years of service from you.
AEF has benefited from the service of advanced accounting professional H. Robert Gadd, a professional with experience in the General Conference Auditing Service at Southern Adventist University and at La Sierra University. Professor Gadd's full-time service at La Sierra University ends this year. The tribute video you're about to see highlights our enthusiasm for his role as a member of our community.
Hey, Dr. Gadd. Hi, Professor Gadd.
Hi, Bob.
Bob, thank you for 5 wonderful years at the Zapara School of Business.
Hey, Dr. Gadd, congratulations on retirement.
It's very difficult to say goodbye to Bob Gadd.
Congratulations on your retirement, well-deserved.
You're an awesome person. We loved everything you did for us, including the cooking sessions. And thank you very much for being part of our family.
I wanted to thank you for helping me during my time at La Sierra.
And I have to say, I greatly appreciated your style of teaching. You were very patient with us when we had questions.
I wanted to thank you personally for the last 2 years.
I think your CPA review class really helped me pass my audit exam.
I have really enjoyed the ways that you used to, when we were open, right? Stop by my office and just sit down and chat for a little while.
You served our community for 40 years.
I just want to say thank you for teaching me, for passing on some of your knowledge and your wisdom.
The friendship that you showed me, the collegiality in the department. I want to thank you for the advice and tips that you gave me.
Your warm and friendly personality really is very attractive for you and has made a big difference, I think, with our students as well.
I know that you're planning on retirement now, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be inactive. I'm sure you have lots of projects planned.
Also, I've never had a teacher that would cook a gourmet meal for their students during finals week.
The food. You are such an amazing chef.
I know you like to cook. Hopefully this will give you a little more free time to do so.
I hope you have a fantastic retirement and you're getting a lot of cooking in. I hope to see that cookbook soon.
You've been a joy to work with, and it's always helped everyone have a positive attitude around you.
And whenever you're in California, make sure you drop by and say hello.
So thank you once again, and enjoy your retirement.
And I wish you all the best for your retirement. It's well-deserved, and I know you earned it.
Thank you very much on behalf of the Zapara School of Business and the Adventist Community Hall. Happy retirement.
La Sierra University School of Business is blessed to have many student leaders on our campus. And our student leaders are involved not only as workers on campus, but we also have many student leaders who participate in running clubs. Our clubs on campus wouldn't survive without these leaders. They are the ones that make everything happen. Faculty help behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, it's the students that keep the clubs running. So our clubs give opportunities for students to practice a lot of the things that they're learning. They give our students opportunities to demonstrate wide ranges of abilities. They give them an opportunity to learn, to grow, to network. And there has never been a more difficult time to keep clubs running than there has been right now. In this time period, we've had student clubs have had to function 100% remotely or primarily remotely. And I'm happy to say that our clubs have done quite well, and we're very proud of our students for the work that they have done. And particularly the Accounting and Finance Society, of course, is the club I'm the most involved with. I have been so impressed with the work that our students have done. Not only have they kept the club active, they have actually done more, offered more opportunities for students to get involved than ever before, sponsoring 4 or 5 events in a quarter, everything from professional development to opportunities for networking. So we're very, very thankful and very proud of the work that our students have done this year related to our student organizations on campus.
Thank you to our student leaders for taking the time to create community, even over Zoom. We want to celebrate those student leaders that are graduating this spring. Accounting Finance Society, Alyssa Kim, President, Jordan Ong, Professional Vice President, and Diego Cuyuch, Spiritual Vice President. Hispanic Business Incubator, Elijah Velasquez, President, Kishan Patel, Vice President. Investment Club, Kishan Patel, President, Elijah Velasquez, Vice President, and Max Reagan, 2019-2020 President. Business Club, the 2019-2020 officers, Chandler Sheffer, President, Max Reagan, Vice President, Tanya Ebenezer, Director of Public Affairs, Mindy Higa, OrgSync Manager. Enactus, Ariana Marquez, President, Kishan Patel, Vice President of Finance, Rani Patel, Vice President of Human Resources, Michaela Warren, Vice President of Communications, and Christian Lott, Project Lead and E-Library Director. Congratulations to our student leaders. And for those of you that are going to help get our student groups ready to go for the next academic year, blessings upon you. Again, thank you again, student leaders, class of 21.
The fall of my freshman year. I sat actually at the end of one of the rows in the back left corner, and I was incredibly intimidated by the size and grandeur of what is the Tom and Vi Zapara School of Business. From the moment Dean Thomas stepped on stage and started speaking about Enactus, I knew it was something that I had to dedicate my time here to. However, at that moment, I had no idea how integral to my academic success and experience and professional development it would become. But actually, the most inspiring part about that night was hearing from the student leaders themselves. No one had to translate the impact for them. They had put in every hour themselves, organized each project and member accordingly, and were free to pursue these projects with guidance, but no forced direction. That was incredible to me. There was no way that these 15 to 20 students had accomplished all of this on their own, but they had. They were invited to step into their potential even as they were still learning. Through victories and mistakes, they were supported and believed in each step of the way. Being a student was seen as a strength in this context, and that has remained true for each of the 4 years that I have been a part of this team. This year particularly was an incredible year because of the outstanding people that we had on our team. No one would have blamed us if, and when facing a nationwide and global pandemic, we decided to take a step back and recuperate before continuing our work. But this team did the exact opposite. They dove into their work headfirst, excited about what opportunities this new reality created, rather than the barriers. This goes for every member, those who were on the team previously and led us into this unknown territory, and those who joined in the midst of the unknown. Asia, Aaron, AJ, Zach, Josh, Caitlin, Maya, Max, Megan, Shai, Tanya, Youngha. It's a lot of names. And that was what was amazing about this year and this team. We always go above and beyond. There were moments when I personally lacked motivation. It wasn't always easy to see the big picture, but this team kept their passion at the front and reminded me of that excitement and energy I felt when I first walked into this room my freshman year. If you would have told me that in a single school year we would have given out 200 Spanish language e-library drives to our local students, or that we would be proud owners of a freight farm on our campus that's already begun to see growth, I would have been very skeptical. People underestimate the power of collective and innovative student effort. I know my own expectations were exceeded, and I anticipate that this team will continue to exceed expectations for years to come. Tonight is meant to not only be a celebration of everything that we have achieved, but also an acknowledgement of everything and everyone who brought us here to this moment. Our mentors, donors, faculty, family members, student peers, community members, and that includes each of you here viewing tonight. It is my greatest honor to share the success of our year with you all. And on behalf of the entire La Sierra University team, welcome and thank you for being here with us. We'd like to start by sharing our presentation of the year. It's been an incredible experience to be with these people, and even the process of putting together this presentation was quite unique. So we're excited to share that with you.
This year has brought us all back home. We took a step back and refocused our attention on what really matters, relationships. The relationships that have brought us moments of joy, laughter, and sometimes frustration. These shared moments and experiences are what grew our appreciation for the people who have brought us here today. Our team has gotten to know our community through years of projects and collaborations. We have shared highs and lows. This year in particular was filled with challenges. But one thing our community has taught us is where there are challenges, there are always people ready to take them on.
We have always focused on closing big gaps and making an impact. In the face of disaster, we are driven to make change that develops long-term relationships, fights inequities, and sows prosperity. We start with responding to the needs of our own community. Because where would we be without these communities? What would we be without these communities? They have laid the groundwork for who we are as individuals and who we are as an organization.
We saw that there's so much we can do right here from home, and so we did.
Travel with us to Riverside, in sunny Southern California, known as the birthplace of California's citrus industry, where the mountains are as close as the beaches and the cities as vibrant as the people.
The population of Riverside is 60% Hispanic. However, Hispanic majority education institutions are severely underfunded. This has major implications in higher education. Though 30% of Hispanic students graduate from high school, only 11% obtain a bachelor's degree.
This is not only true of our community. That is why Title V was nationally implemented to spur the improvement of opportunities and programs for Hispanic and low-income students in higher education institutions.
This year, inspired by the Title V legislation, we focused our two projects on expanding educational opportunities, improving academic access, and enhancing academic pathways specifically for individuals within this demographic.
In 2016, the UN found that 617 million children and adolescents worldwide were not reaching proficiency levels in reading and mathematics, even though 2/3 of these students are attending school. This discrepancy exists because many students do not have access to adequate educational materials.
Right now, remote learning remains out of reach for at least 500 million students. Students living in vulnerable and disadvantaged communities are especially impacted. The digital divide will only widen the gaps that already exist in education.
So, for our e-library project, we look to solutions that extend learning beyond the classroom. We started e-library as an answer to the 4th UN Sustainable Development Goal. Obtaining a quality education is the foundation to creating sustainable development.
Our team created an education resource that bridges the gap between students and access to quality educational materials. E-library is a flash drive with patented microcompression technology that can store up to 4 times more information than the standard drive, all accessible even without internet connection.
Our English language drives hold 422 textbooks and over 3,300 videos. We curated from a wealth of resources, from CK12, Khan Academy, and full Wikipedia School Edition. Through our partnership with Marcus Farr, the man behind eLibrary's microcompression technology, we have the potential to integrate any educational media into our constantly improving, user-friendly interface.
With the solution in hand, we spoke to principals and educators to pinpoint the exact needs of their students. By utilizing our resources, aligning ourselves with key stakeholders, and delivering tailored content, we did precisely that.
This year, we refined the design of our drives and added Spanish materials for bilingual learners. We created pre- and post-tests in both English and Spanish to assess their knowledge of relevant subjects and how our drives contribute to their learning.
Our team went directly to school districts to find the most efficient distribution channel. Riverside's Alvord Unified School District was among the first eager to partner with us. By working with their ESL program, we can guarantee successful delivery and minimize oversight. Already, we have distributed over 200 drives to Alvord Elementary students.
Our next e-library partner was the Calexico Mission School. This school is home to students who travel across the Mexico-California border every day to attend school. Their commitment inspired us to designate 100 more drives in both English and Spanish for the Calexico border students.
This year, we chose to focus on Hispanic students who were not getting the support they needed. All of these students are in areas of higher rural poverty. Their schools continuously battle having inadequate infrastructure and a lack of educational materials. By giving drives to 300 students, we are taking the first step in helping them gain control of their education.
Our team does whatever it takes to bring learning within reach of the students. We are constantly improving, evolving to accommodate schools, educators, students, and families. We made this possible through years of research, development, forging partnerships, and improving methods that have spanned multiple team turnovers. We take pride in our commitment to break down the barriers preventing students like us from getting the resources they need.
We created eLibrary to improve academic access. We designed our second project, Freight to Table, to enhance academic pathways. This project is all about hands-on experiences in a curated combination of STEM, agricultural technology, and business techniques for the Hispanic students of our community.
STEM education serves as the foundation for successful study in any academic program. Students are searching for learning that encourages practical application and emphasizes improving quality of life. Current trends show that the U.S. will see a 17% growth in STEM occupations where application is prioritized over theory.
However, Hispanic Americans are vastly underrepresented in STEM fields. Though they are 21% of the young adult population, they make up only 10% of those with bachelor degrees in STEM. Having these students enrolled in university programs is not enough. The retention rate of these students is low due to a lack of support systems for them. Any effective initiative must address retention, progression, and completion of STEM programs.
We created Freight to Table, envisioning a reality where students have the power to choose and to wield their education as a tool. The value of education comes from its application. That is why we committed to actively engage students with our model.
We wanted it to have an edge in the market, to be forward-thinking and yet still applicable to students' needs. What we needed was a unique system capable of sustaining a classroom and a practical ag tech lab all in one. That's why we decided to adapt Freight Farm's technology to our vision.
Measuring 320 square feet, a once plain metal box has been retrofitted with advanced cultivation technology, effectively transforming it from a simple shipping container into a high-tech hydroponic farm. The Freight comes ready to use with a capacity for 8,800 plants to be raised and harvested within its walls. You could say we thought inside the box on this one.
It brings nutrients directly to plants through water instead of soil, making it twice as efficient as traditional topsoil farming. This results in fuller, more nutrient-dense produce, and we can grow year-round. Through this design, we can conserve and recycle water to leave a lasting improvement for our environment and the planet.
The next step was to bring one to our campus. We created an analysis team to budget and forecast different production scenarios for the freight. We researched wholesale produce prices and calculated operational costs based on output volumes. Once we ran our numbers, we successfully pitched our idea to our school's Title V committee.
Next, we looked to the budget that the university gives us. There were exactly $0. So we got to work. We campaigned, we reached out to donors, we organized events, raising $155,000. Success. The freight was purchased, receipts printed, and our farm was on its way. Now, we can proudly say that we have brought a brand new freight farm to the La Sierra University campus.
We were inspired by Growing Hope, an organization that operates out of San Andreas High School to bring opportunities to disadvantaged kids through hydroponic farming. Through our partnership, we were able to visualize how STEM education can be used as a tool for opportunity. And with their mentorship, we came to appreciate the importance of students' active role in learning.
To make our project successful, we needed to address the underlying risk factors present in this demographic. Financial limitations, lack of early exposure, and insufficient support through to graduation are only a few. We kept all of this in mind when we devised our education initiative.
Addressing lack of early exposure begins in elementary classrooms, where many students are first introduced to the concepts of STEM. By bringing our solution to districts in our area, we aim to make that introduction one that counts.
To build awareness in grade schools, our team is sending materials and instructions to create at-home hydroponic farms. In these kits, we include
Freight to Table's primary focus is on higher education inclusion for Hispanic students through a collaboration with our university's Summer Bridge programs. Working with our farm as an anchor, we are integrating a campus-wide collaboration for a unique and holistic approach. Faculty from each department will teach incoming and transfer students about the science, math, art, and business of hydroponic farming. It begins this summer with the first cohort of 20 students.
To address the financial limitations of the students, we will also be hiring a number of them to join us in managing the controlled environment agriculture operations, learning and applying new skills while at the same time directly earning funds to support their own education.
This itself is evidence of the intentional, strategic approach we take in all of our work. For us, every operation, initiative, task, all should play a part in closing the need-based gaps we have identified. As we continue scaling our project to produce greater yields and margins, revenue will be invested back in to equally and sustainably scale the impact of its education-based core.
Above all, this year has taught us that our work, from start to scale to sustainability, is about this. That when your world begins to tear apart, it's time to focus on what knits the world seams together: community.
For now 30 years, our team has worked in and with our community. Ask our local leaders, our partners, our neighbors. When supply chains failed, when every system and net was strained to its limit, we refused to give up on our community.
Our team is a link between our community and our campus. The students that our projects impact become the link between their community and their school. This is the heart of a team created by students for students. A team anchored in the belief that education enables progress and sustainability.
We are all students with different goals and dreams. But one thing we do have in common is that we have experienced the impact that education has on our lives. Education is what drives our desire to create change. So no matter what we face, we continue to push forward because we want to inspire this drive in others. By sparking this passion in students just like us, we continue to make an impact in ways that people told us would be impossible.
So I'm very excited to have my panel here with my friends. Any leader knows that they're only as good as their team, and that script and the video was an effort of a really large team, as well as all the team that put in effort in the projects for it to be a reality and for that to happen. But I just wanted to give them a chance to share a little bit about the experience and just their time on the team. So I'm going to start by asking each of you to tell us how you came to Enactus and specifically how you became involved with the presentation. We'll start with Max.
Hi everyone, my name is Max. I'm a graduate student here, and I became involved with Enactus in kind of a nerdy way. I went on the Eagle Connect platform when I first got here, and I looked up the clubs because I wanted to get involved on campus. And Enactus looked really interesting, and so I reached out on Eagle Connect and went to the first meeting online, to the general meeting, and then it kind of spiraled from there.
My first introduction to Enactus was actually my high school tour when I came here. I think it was John Razouk was doing the whole leader and tour, and we went into the room, and I got so excited because I knew what I was looking for in a college experience was to be active and to be in the community. So it was just really inspiring, and I knew immediately that it was something that I wanted to be a part of. And it's been a really great experience. I decided to do presentation team when Ariana asked me a bunch of times, over and over again. Ironically, I don't like to be on the stage. So it was a choice that I'm glad that I make. I got to help a lot with the writing and got to bond with the team and get to put on display what we work so hard for each year and really do justice by the team.
Hi everyone, I'm Shailani. So I actually heard about Enactus from my cousin. He was involved in presentation team and leadership, and I remember watching his presentation and their team and thinking to myself, I have to be a part of that. I have to be a part of what they're doing, not only the competition, but also what Enactus stands for. And so the moment I started, this is my first year, so the moment I started, I contacted Ariana and I was like, how can I get involved? How can I get started? And then of course, when it came time for presentation team auditions, I auditioned, and then I was able to be a part of this amazing experience with these amazing people. And yeah, I'm excited to do it again some more.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I'm a sophomore here at La Sierra, business marketing major as well as graphic design. I got started in Enactus this year. I wasn't really involved in student clubs and all that last year, and I really wanted to see how that could help me grow and stuff like that, so I decided to start with Enactus and get involved. And yeah, I just contacted, I think, Ariana or somebody about that at the beginning of the year, and as I started coming to meetings, one thing just led to another, and here I am, part of Enactus. It's a really good experience. For presentation team, I'm kind of in the same boat as Maggie. Ari also asked me to be a part of presentation team. I wasn't originally planning it, but after having spent time with everybody and gotten to know everybody through presentation team and built these relationships with everybody and gotten a chance to showcase what we've done as an organization, I could say it was a really good experience for myself, just learning about how I operate and how I do things and learning about my teammates, and yeah.
Awesome, thank you all. I'm all glad that you said yes and that you were part of it. So share a little bit about the experience itself, maybe the process, how it changed and how being online might have affected that as well. We do have one of our presenters who is not local to the area. So, coordinating all those things, just share a little bit about your experience. Anyone can go.
I can go first. So for me, I've only experienced Enactus online. So presentation team online was no different to my regular interaction with everybody else. I have to say, I did not expect the process to be so, I don't want to say repetitive, but we wrote one long script of 10 pages and then shortened it and then added more and shortened some more and added more. And every time we got new input, we changed at least half of it. But I think the amount of time that cost us just brought us closer together as a team. And so I really enjoyed that experience.
I think it's definitely taught us to be adaptable, but it's been good. I have experienced Enactus in person, not presentation team, but I remember last spring it was scary at first, and we didn't know quite how we were going to operate, and it was the team that got us through because everyone was still just as excited to do the work that we do. And it's that passion, I think, that got us through those moments where we just were done looking at a screen, but we still wanted to talk to each other and still wanted to get the projects done. And so yeah, we just never quit. And presentation team, I think it went really smoothly for what we were up against, and just coordinating with, off-campus and on-campus members. And yeah, I think we did well with what we had.
Yeah, okay, so I'll say a little too. I think like Max, I didn't really have much experience in person with Enactus, although I had seen it with other people. But I think for the online experience, I think everyone did such an amazing job fighting through all the barriers we had to encounter, and I think we really made the best of the situation, and we couldn't have asked for a better team to work with. I think everyone had such positive attitudes, and it was definitely a plus that we could Zoom, especially since Minji lives further away, but I do wish we got to meet in person. But even online, I think we made the best of it and did a great job.
Yeah, I think just everybody on the presentation team made it such a good experience. Everybody was so excited and just driven and motivated and inspiring to work with. I really enjoyed working with everybody. And like Max and Shai, this was also my first experience with Enactus, so I really only knew the online format. But yeah, it was a really good experience. And I would also say it made things a little more convenient because those 9 a.m. meeting times would have been a little more difficult in person, so.
I do have to say it was really great to have members who came into this experience in the online and in the Zoom format because they were so excited still and they had nothing else to compare it to, whereas some of us who were in leadership were kind of mourning what we had lost, and they came in and they're like, there's so much to hear, there's so much to do, so much potential. So I'm so grateful for all those people who came in this year. I just want to ask one last question of you all. What did this process teach you about Enactus, about yourself, and what are you going to take away from it?
Big question. If you don't mind, I'll start again. What it taught me about myself is that I can be a lot more outgoing than I think I can be. I like to think of myself as an introvert, but anybody who just watched the video, I think I was a lot more passionate than I realized I could be, and just being together with all these people who are really passionate about sustainability and about projects that help others and that have an impact on people, it just brings that out in you. So I realized surrounding myself with people that are like-minded and actually have a passion for this brings something out of me that I didn't realize I had. So that was really enjoyable and really cool to see.
I'd have to agree. I don't think there's anything quite as inspiring as getting to work with your peers on something that you love and something that you're really passionate about. I think this experience has taught me to get out of my little box of safety and step out a little bit. And I just had a great time in leadership, learning who I was as a leader, learning who I was as a teammate, and supporting people, and also letting people support me and saying, hey, I need this, or we're going to do this. What do you think about it? It's been great. It's been great to work as a team.
I think it's definitely strengthened my desire to help people. I knew in joining Enactus that we would be impacting a lot of people's lives, and in turn have our lives be impacted by being able to help others. And I think that I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life and keep looking for opportunities every day to help others, not only in big projects like Enactus, and of course, making lasting friendships with these people, and for the years to come, all the people that I'll meet through Enactus. I think Enactus, when you first join it, is a lot to take in. There's a lot going on. So being able to learn about all the inner workings and all the different projects and everything that's going on, I'm still learning, but I think it's really interesting and inspiring also to see everything our team has done and everything we've done together. So it's been amazing so far.
Yeah, I would say for me, one of the biggest things I took away was just the sense of community and working together towards helping others is probably my biggest thing as well. I'm in the same boat as Max. I consider myself more of an introvert, and so working together with everybody, kind of just like, especially these inspiring people, great people, kind of brings out the best in you. And yeah, so I think that was really good, and yeah.
Thank you all. I'll let you go ahead back to your seats. So obviously we've created a community in our team, and we've had an incredible opportunity to work with people both on campus but also off campus. And there's incredible things that we accomplished this year, and I'm just so blown away by it, but we could not have done it without support of so many individuals and organizations and people in the community who truly believe in us and also gave us a model to strive for. So it is my honor to recognize some of our partners for the impact that they've given our community and that they've done for us. And I want to start by thanking Growing Hope, who is here with us today. As you might have heard in the video and the presentation, Growing Hope was truly kind of the inspiration for our Freight to Table project. They had an education model, they had a business model, and really a heart for the community and their students that was so attractive to us, and also they welcomed us in with open arms and were some of our greatest supporters this year, from grant writing to bringing Tower Gardens into our building and getting footage of the freight arriving. And so I just want to thank each of you so much for believing in us and supporting us, and I know that the work is going to continue. We already have things that we're working on together in the summer and beyond. So I just want to thank Cheryl, Chris, Britt, and Jane for being here with us to accept the Enactus Impact Awards, because we could not have done it without you. So thank you so much. And then there are a few other people I would like to recognize this evening that I believe are joining us virtually, as well as Freight to Table. There are so many things that we've been able to accomplish in our projects that we could not have done without the support of others. And so I want to start by thanking Mark Gaspar and recognizing him with the Enactus Impact Award as well. The amount of hours put into eLibrary and coding and uploading drives and re-uploading drives and working very closely with our project lead, Natasha. We're incredibly thankful for your support and what you've done for our team. So I just want to recognize you in that way. Next, I would like to recognize two individuals from the university who are also integral to the success of our Freight to Table project. They have been our champions on campus. They have been working through all the logistics behind the scenes. We've actually successfully planted things in our freight thanks to them, and
You can find both of them in the freight probably any time of day. If you walk up there, one of them is likely inside of the building just hanging out, or the freight, excuse me, just hanging out, checking in on the plants. It feels so great to have supporters that are so passionate and so excited about the project and really just want to do anything that they can to see it succeed. So I want to thank Marvin Payne and Richard Rikijian for everything that they do for our Freight to Table team. And lastly, of the Enactus Impact Awards, as you heard, this was no cheap endeavor. We could not have brought the freight without the gracious support of our donors, and we owe a lot to Dr. Arnold Gutierrez for his very gracious gift that he gave during Giving Day to our project. And lastly, I would like to award the Enactus World Changer Award to Tom and Vi Zapara, the biggest supporters of every operation that goes on within the Zapara School of Business, and who have always been incredible donors and supporters and mentors of the Enactus team. So your impact will never be forgotten, and we just want to recognize you this year. Okay, I'd like to invite Megan to the stage. So, as you may know, I am graduating this year, which means I am leaving behind Enactus after 4 years. And when I came into this year, I was really uncertain if I would even have a complete leadership team, let alone that I would find someone so capable and passionate and organized and prepared to take on the team after I leave. And luckily, Megan joined this year and was my mentee in the team. And as I got to know her and her passion, and as she just dove in headfirst and had all these great ideas and was really excited about Enactus, I knew without a doubt that she would be a perfect president for the team and that she would take it really far. And already she's done incredible work in organizing next year's team and just putting forward work that will be going on in the summer, that will continue just tomorrow. We continue to have meetings and things going on. So I would like to officially recognize the transition by pinning next year's Enactus president, Megan, with the Enactus pin.
Wow, thank you, Ariana. It was a pleasure being your mentee this year, and I learned so much from you. I am honored to be trusted with such a valuable position on our campus, specifically within the Zapara School of Business. And with that being said, I do want to introduce the new leadership team for the 2021-2022 school year of Enactus. We have Shailani Skorts, our VP of Human Resources, Aaron Desjardins, our VP of Marketing, Christopher Bauman, our VP of Finance, Joanna Garcia, our project lead for the Freight to Table project, and Natasha Thomas, our project lead for eLibrary. Please give them a hand with me. At this time, I would like to invite up Aaron and Chris.
So on behalf of our whole team, we're presenting this to our president of 2 years, Ariana Marquez, as a little thank you gift. Words can't describe how integral she's been in this team and how much of a difference she'd made.
She's led us, motivated us, inspired us to be the best versions of ourselves. And the whole team would like to say thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And
Yeah, I don't know what more I can add that Aaron said, other than just we're so happy that you're able to be not only a leader to us, but a friend to all of us. And we just want to say this is a little token of our appreciation and just saying thank you for helping lead out and just do everything that you did for all of us. So yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. On behalf of Enactus, I would love to invite you to get involved. The campus reopening is a great time to get involved in our various student clubs. As you heard before, we have many within the Zapara School of Business, and I know Enactus would love to have you. We're always looking for new members, no matter your major. I hope everyone has a great evening, and don't forget to create value and make a difference. Thank you.